According to our military people, the Russian defenses of Moscow, air defenses of Moscow, are the best in the world.
They are.
And
They
one
are.
of these got through and killed an innocent civilian. What does
Is
that do to President Putin's thinking, if
is
anything?
if you launch 140 drones, the possibility that one of them will go through, it's there. And that's exactly what happened. Can you imagine if you launch 500 drones? And now this is a war of terror. And this is something that many of us have been talking about for a few months now. But now this is after the Kursk debacle completely, the plan B or C, which was discussed by Moore and Burns in person, is this war of terror and against essentially civilian targets. Some military installations might be uh, targets for this new so-called Ukrainian missile offensive starting later this week. But essentially, what they have been doing is attacking civilians. Just like in Kursk, most of the victims were civilians in the beginning. And by the way, my source told me that the response, the Russian response, was extremely swift, and they really decimated the best Ukrainian forces in a matter of 24 to 48 hours.
Which response was this? The military academy?
Yes, absolutely. And what is still in the air, which is a very touchy subject because it involves, of course, a state secret. It's not that they were more or less waiting for something to happen, because Kursk, according to my source, was not a priority. So this opens a Pandora's box of, okay, they knew that something would happen, but why they were not more forceful? Because they knew there were at least 10,000, 15,000 Ukrainian troops and some of their best divisions advancing in Kursk. Then comes the swift response. The swift response was already, let's say, more or less prepared by the general staff. And it happened essentially, the bulk of the response in the first 24 to 48 hours. And they decimated the best Ukrainian forces. And now it's a mopping up operation, which is progressing on a daily basis, relatively fast.